I think I would use the phrase that no one's coming to help. Try to imagine that you're doing your favorite activity and you've loved it for years, but suddenly it just doesn't make you happy anymore. You get no joy out of it. And then also, your best friend just died. You probably like felt something in your heart just then, me just saying that. But imagine the real deal. You can't enjoy anything every day for a week, a month, a year, a couple of years. That's what depression is like. My name's Caleb Gallagher. I'm an artist out of North Minneapolis, and I went through a pretty heavy season of depression from about age 17 to 21. I had a hard time enjoying really much of anything, but everything from like family relationships to sort of like job and going to college, all of that was shifting around me, and I was going through like COVID, and like that entire time was just crazy unstable. I certainly believe that it has been God this whole time who has been, guiding me and caring for me, even when, I've been in my darkest moments. It didn't seem like it at the time, but it's one of those things in retrospect where you kind of look back and realize like, oh, like I don't know how I made it that far, that long. I don't know how I didn't do something drastic earlier. I was staying over at a friend's house, and I think I was just really struggling with like, who is God? I said, if you're the kind of God who's just going to smite me because I'm hurting, like, just kill me now, do it now. And he didn't, and in a weird way that almost made me angry because like I wanted him to fix me, but like I don't know, like maybe like right now, right here, I didn't know how to be fixed. I didn't know how to be loved. I didn't know what it would look like for him to love me. And so, when he didn't kill me, I got up to do the job myself, but before I could take a single step, I stopped right where I was and I couldn't walk, even though my legs wanted to walk. It was like my body just didn't obey like my commands anymore. And I felt like I was being hugged, but no one was in the room. I guess personally from within that moment, I just kind of knew. Therapy was helpful and, medication was helpful, but I really don't think I would have gotten better if I didn't have a community of people that loved and cared for me. And I really think the only place to find that on such a genuine level is actually in the church. If you can really dig into the character of God, I found that knowing God personally, knowing that he sent his son to care for us even though we're so broken, that changed everything for me. I don't think I would give up the hurt that I've gone through, if that makes any sense, because it's actually been really helpful, having personally been through it, in interacting with other people who are going through hard times or who need help. It was about, I don't know, like 12:30 at night. I was coming home from the art studio and I was crossing this bridge. I was about halfway across. I was just sitting in this nice little alcove, smoking a cigar, kind of celebrating, just making it this far in life, reading a good book. And it was raining out and it was so hazy and foggy. It was just a gorgeous night. And I remember my heart just dropped when I saw her like tying her lanyard to the railing of the bridge. I knew that if she was tying that lanyard there with her name tag on it, she was likely about to jump. The first thing I said was something like, "You know what this looks like, right?" And she said, "Oh, don't worry, I'm not going to jump. And I think the way that she said it was how I knew she was in turmoil. And that's how I knew that she wasn't okay. Because it was a really dejected, but almost hopeful response, I guess. It was really weird in the sense that, like, I think she wanted somebody to care for her, but she didn't want to allow somebody the chance to actually care. In that moment, I knew that she just needed someone to be there with her. I knew that I was the person because, I mean, just so many things had to line up exactly right for me to be in that place at that time. After a while, the cops finally did show up. They had seen us on a security cam. And so, it was pretty clear to me that I needed to let them take control of the situation. I couldn't heal her depression in 2 seconds there with a couple of words. I actually got down on my knees and started praying. I think the exact words I had were, God, she's in your hands now. Like, please take care of her. Even though she did try to jump, I never felt like I failed to do my part in that interaction. I saw myself not as like the hero, but as just one part of a chain of events that kept her safe and alive. And honestly, I don't know if somebody who wasn't able to speak into her life could stall long enough for the cops to get there. I definitely think I was there for a reason. I don't know her name. I haven't seen her since, but when I crossed that bridge, I still pray for her.